Hey guys, it's Chris with the Gorilla Gunfighter, and today I got a knife review I'm doing for you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This is a Benchmade Griptilian 551. Benchmade is, of course, the company. Their butterfly logo. If I can zoom in on that. I was having a hard time, sorry about that. But anyway, Benchmade 551 Griptilian. I would safely say that this is one of the more popular folding knives. Let's see, it has a 3.45 inch blade, and the handle material is, it's listed on the website as a texture glass filled Norol, N-O-R-Y-L GTX. Now, I had no idea what this was, so I went ahead and looked it up. And it's actually kind of neat. It adds to the price point of the knife. Norol GTX is a polymer blend of a couple of different polymers, and it has a couple pretty neat features. It has a low temperature impact strength, so this thing can get pretty cold, leave it out in the snow or you know, below freezing temperatures, and hit it or drop it, and chances are it's probably not going to shatter or break or crack. It has a high heat resistance, a high chemical resistance against fuels, greases, oils, detergents, things of that nature, alcohols. So you spray brake cleaner on it like I do most of my guns and knives. If they start getting dirty, I'll hose them off with brake cleaner. And with this particular polymer, the Norol GTX stuff, you don't have to worry about it eating away at the plastic or the polymer. Low shrinkage, so you know it's not going to shrink. Wood shrinks, a couple different construction materials will shrink. Apparently this won't. It has paintability, dimensional stability, and low water absorption. So it's not, again, the low water absorption, so it's not going to swell, it's not going to get heavy. Dimensional stability, I'm going to just go ahead and say, you know, it can get pretty hot and it's not going to start to warp. And for the factory use, the majority of the time this stuff is used for auto body panels or automotive body panels. So your fenders and stuff like that, chances are it's probably made out of this stuff. So it's pretty rugged stuff. The blade steel is a 154 cm. It's a high chromium steel. It will hold an edge for quite a while, and this one has. I bought this a couple months ago, and I've been using it a good bit. You can see all the schmutz and garbage all over the blade, and I've used it, and it's still sharp. It has 420J liners. You can see just right in there. Camera's having a hard time focusing, guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. So you got 420J stainless liners, and the axis lock, which is almost like a ball bearing lock. I'm not really well versed on these different lock systems for these knives, but open the knife, you know, standard way. But you have this axis lock, has two knobs, a lot like thumb studs on either side, and pull that back, and the knife closes, and it sort of keeps it closed. Show you guys how it sort of moves right there, and it's smooth. I mean, I've had this in my pockets and dirt and grime and all kinds of garbage, and I've only just washed it out with some soap and water every now and then, and it's smooth. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, anyway, let's see what else we got on it. It's a modified drop point style blade, being that the blade doesn't go straight out, the point drops, so it's a drop point, you know. Alright, cool, got that covered. Dual thumb studs, they work. They're kind of big, you know, if you've got gloves or what have you on. Oven mitts, you know, for your tactical cooking. It's a Mel Pardew design. I don't know the guy. His name's Mel Pardew. He designed it, so it's a Mel Pardew design. Awesome. Overall weight's 3.8 ounces. It's not a heavy knife, which is actually one of the first things that turned me off of these things, is just sort of how lightweight it is. When first messed with it, it feels really cheap. It feels like a a dollar store or a Frost cutlery special. It feels like a piece of garbage. So let's see, overall length 8 inches, close length 4.62 inches. It's about a standard pocket knife, guys. It's not huge. Perfect size for doing whatever. I've used it for a bunch of different stuff, opening boxes, cutting rope. I mean, pretty much whatever. Now the price point is I still think it's a little bit high. Paid right about $100 for it, which is quite a bit considering. Well, okay, at first when I was going to do a review on this, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It felt cheap. It did nothing that my $30 Spyderco didn't, could do. So I just didn't understand it until I started looking up what the Neural GTX was, the steel, and all that sort of stuff. Then it kind of started to make sense, and the value started coming out in it. So I'd like to see it a little bit cheaper, but I'm not up with the prices of steel and how much Neural GTX is for for knives and things. So anyway, oh yeah, and the sorry about this. The pocket clip is reversible. You can put it on either side for left or right. And this one's kind of beat up. I was doing some impromptu rock climbing and it got all scratched up. The only other real thing I have issue with is this is how it came from the factory, or from the shipment. I think I bought it from Blade HQ. It came all popped out like that, and I have yet to drop it, but there's been a handful of times where I've been working or what have you, and found that it's slid up in my pocket and it's just barely hanging on. So I'll probably have to order another clip for that. But honestly, I've changed my mind on it. This thing's good to go. I'd like to see it cheaper. If you can get it cheaper, I say go for it. This is an awesome EDC knife. It's not heavy, so you guys who aren't fans of heavy, bulky knives, you'll like it. And you guys have any questions? Damn it. You guys have any questions, let me know. Bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, just leave them below and I'll get to them. So I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you guys have any video suggestions, just let me know and I'll see if I get into it. Alright, thanks.